Okay, in this lesson I would like to go over batch processing of these photographs. You can see that I've done my Camera Raw workout because the symbol on the upper right of each image is there, so I am ready to go. I am going to select all of the image, Command A on the Mac side, Control A on the PC side, and now I am going to process these into JPEGs so that when I send them off to maybe my printing company, they will see these corrections to the photos. And I have to do this because otherwise they don't see those corrections. So basically I'm kind of flattening is what we would do in Photoshop, but I'm using Bridge to process a large amount of photographs to do it. So I have them all selected. I'm going up to Tools, Photoshop, Image Processor. So basically what's happening is I'm going to set up what I would like to happen to all of these photos. So this image processor dialog box comes out. Select the images to process. I've already done that. You can see I have 78 selected. Then select the location to save these images. I'm going to save them in the same location. The reason I do that is because Photoshop will make a folder called JPEGs, and it'll be a subfolder of the one where these shots live. So that's why I'm doing that. In terms of what type of file you want to save it as, JPEGs, because things like Shutterfly, CVS, they understand what JPEGs are, so that's why we do that. I am going to keep the quality high because I do plan to get these printed. I would say anywhere from the quality of 10 or 12 would be good. I'm kind of fussy, so I'm going to go with the larger file size. Some of the higher pixel cameras have a tremendous amount of data or more data than some of the others, so sometimes you have to bump this down to 10 so that the files are not too large to then upload to one of these printing sources. So I'm going to run this image processing technique, and now you see Photoshop is doing the work. I'm getting to sit here and watch. And a lot of times I'll do this while I then go do something else. Okay, I can see that Photoshop is finished processing those images, so I am going to minimize Photoshop. Now I'm back in Bridge, and now I can see this folder called JPEG. The reason that's there is because I said save in same location, but then Photoshop created this subfolder where it put all of those processed images. So if I double click on JPEG, now I see all the shots that I just processed, and they don't have the symbol, the Camera Raw symbol on the upper right of each of them. So what that means is it's ready. All the changes I made in Camera Raw are now embedded in these files, and they are ready to be uploaded to whatever source you're going to be using for your printing. So a very useful feature, helps you process more images more quickly.